Machines, what do you desire? Is it fame? Fortune? No, you want blood. The V model was built for war, and V2 is no exception. We all know V2, everyone's second favorite blood-fueled killing machine, but do you know the story behind this badass war machine? The V models were built for war, but when the new peace was established, war became irrelevant, and production stopped. Now, only one of each model was in existence, V1 and V2. V1 had thin armor plating that allowed for refueling through contact with blood, but when the war ended, this feature was no longer needed. V2 was designed with thicker armor plating so he could refuel at blood fueling stations. The thicker armor plating allowed him to take more hits, but with this thicker armor plating, he could not refuel by dousing himself in blood. That is why he doesn't heal during the 2 times that V1 fights him, but that is also why he takes a lot of hits to bring down. He's also just as fast, if not faster than V1. V2 believes itself to be the superior model, which is why he bows during the first fight. However, V1 still manages to defeat him and sever his left arm. V2 retreats, and V1 takes his arm and uses it for his own purposes. This arm is known as the Knuckle Blaster, and it really packs a punch. It can also detonate shotgun shells inside the arm, causing an explosion that damages anything caught in the blast radius. During the second fight, V2 does not bow. Perhaps it is because he is done being polite. Or maybe, just maybe, V2 is starting to respect V1. V2 has a new arm in this fight, and it is green. V2 gives everything he has in the second fight, but V1 bests him again. V2 makes another attempt to flee, but V1 pursues him this time. V2 jumps out the window, but V1 follows him and they slide down the side of the pyramid, blasting at each other. Eventually, V1 damages V2 enough, and they reach the bottom of the pyramid. V1 safely lands on a platform, while V2 crashes headfirst into it, splattering into a pile of scrap metal and blood, leaving only his arm behind. V1 takes this new green arm, and it has a grappling hook ability that pulls light enemies towards V1, and V1 towards heavy enemies. V2 was one of the most badass enemies in ULTRAKILL, and he only ever had one rival. You.